Hi, lovies. I'm Deanna Nicole. I'm an intuitive healer and a um, psychic channeler of divine love consciousness. And today I will be sharing a message that Divine downloaded, gave to me through vision and clairsentience about 2 weeks ago. And I let it sit, I let it kind of percolate, and then I was like, going through a bunch of healing, a lot of shadow work. And then I just started to procrastinate, and the spirit was like, come on now. You got to get up and get out there. Like, there's no more holding back. There's just, it's time to show up. So here I am. And I really love that several other readers that I follow have kind of touched base on it or said something very similar, where it's like a facet and then it spreads off into a different direction of this message. But it's just extra confirmation that this message is needed and the way in which each of us are sharing our light, sharing our message in this world, because you're probably also intuitive. You're probably also doing some kind of spiritual work, healing work, um, vibrational lifting, conscious expanding work. And the way we all are in need of this, and the way that we uniquely share it is needed, because it just kind of expands, it illuminates, it creates more understanding. I'm just going to invite you to take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth so we can get grounded and invite divine love consciousness into our space in the here and now. So go ahead and take a breath in, out, and do another. Out. I thank you, Divine Love Consciousness, for coming in and holding space with us at this level today. I thank you for the messages that we have received and that you are expounding on, and your protection, your guidance, your blessings of love and warmth, and just all this really feel good energy I'm sensing right now with you. Okay. Um, so let's get into it. The message is about faith walking, and I'm probably going to have a lot of messages that talk about walking in faith. This one's very particular, okay? This one is specific for those of us in this collective who have really just gone through um just the mud, been through the trenches, you've really put in a lot of work, gone through a lot of hurdles, a lot of endings, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of fog, a lot of shadow work, um, a lot of clearing to prepare you for right now in the way that you can handle moving now that divine needs you to move, because it's all like taking you right into the life that you've been asking for. It's taking you into the dreams that you've been asking for. And it's really requiring you to move in a very specific kind of way. And you wouldn't have been able to do this before. Trust me, you probably wanted to. You probably kind of understood the need of it, but you just couldn't tap in. Okay. It was so far out of reach. It was like a giant, um, what is it, like a plexiglass or whatever the like really thick glass windows are. It's like, I can't, I see it. I can't get to it. But that is over. That is the past. That is the work that you have completed. You have culminated and completed. And now you're in this point. This is the vision that Divine showed me. So it's like being inside of um, a dimensional reality that looks like a video game. And the backdrop of everything is just black, pitch black, everything everywhere. And for people who get nervous or like, you know, um, black is really simply all the colors existing at once, all together. It's the infinite. White is the absence of all color. So, white is white, like white light when we use clear and white crystals for cleaning up the energy. It's really to repel energies, and black absorbs energies. Um, so please don't be afraid of black. Black is like the infinite space for which all things have burst into existence. And this space, everything is, it's like you can't see anything but the blackness and this giant cube. It's it's huge. It's this huge cube made of a bunch of other tiny little like pixelated cubes of primary colors, trillions of them. Okay, there's yellow, red, orange, blue, green, um, indigo, violet. It's just it's I don't know if those are really part of the primary, but you know what I mean. It's the rainbow, okay? It's the Roy G. Biv, it's your chakras, and all of those colors are like there's concentrations of it in certain areas, like there's some red here and some orange and green and yellow and blue and purple, but then there's like tons of little ones where maybe the some red is lingering in the green, or some oranges over here and some purple. It's all mixed up and it's constantly moving, and you are in the center of this cube. So there's like a kind of not exactly a clean cutout, because again it's everything's very cubed and pixelated. It's like being in Super Mario to a degree. And let's just pretend that you're Mario inside of this giant cube of cubes, and the cube is like a vehicle. Okay, it's divine, it's literally divine, implementing everything around you um, to lend itself for your highest good right here, right now. Um, it is propelling you forward and opening your path up just as much as you are. This is the co-creative vehicle. And technically, we're always in something like this. But right now, this kind of walking faith is operating like rapid, rapid and constant, rapid and constant, rapid and constant. So you're inside of the cube, and there's like an open space in front of you, there's openness around you, and there's openness behind you. And so it's like a open cylinder, a tunnel. And in the space that's right where you're at, there are formations like trees, and there's like rocks, and it's almost like you're climbing through a mountain in a way that you're on the edge of a peak. It's like you made it to the heights of somewhere. Okay. Um, and you're Mario and you're walking. Now, this is what the message is trying to break down to. This is what they explained to me, is that um, you're not allowed to see what's in front of you. You get to see a few steps ahead. That's at best. At best, that's what you get to see right now. You are not allowed to know what's coming. Not your job, not your purpose. This is why surrendering control and the practice, everything that's been breaking you down to build you up so that you can let go of control and surrender to this divine flow, is like, it's it's exam time, okay? It's crunch time. You're in it. You're in the it's like you're live. It's happening. It's right now. And uh you're every step that you take is divinely inspired. So listening to your intuition is highly important right now. Like actively living through your intuitive muscle is crucial right now, because it's going to help you gauge how slow, how fast, when to take a rest as you're taking these steps forward. Because as you are taking these steps forward, it's like a bridge into that blackness outward is forming, and the world around you is reshaping itself. The terrain is changing as you move. So each step is arriving as you take each block or piece of the road is arriving as you are taking the step, as you are taking the step. And it isn't, you can't control the path in the way that you're used to, in the way that you used to try to. Um, you going, this is what I want, and this is what it takes to get there, and this is how I'm going to do it. And like, it's important to have structure and a plan, and like being intentional about how you're using your right now moments, what you're doing for each step forward. But your expectations that A plus B is going to equal C, all of those trillions of cubes around you is a visual aspect of how many pieces are at play in the world, in your reality, that divine is shifting and moving. You can't see those pieces. A plus B will not come up as equaling C. If you try to rush forward when you're supposed to be walking slow, or you didn't take a rest, then you hit a wall. And you got to that wall before divine had a chance to dissolve it. That's why you were supposed to be resting. That's why you were supposed to take it slow, one step at a time. Whatever the divine inspiration is, day by day, even parts of the day by day by day, or like hours by hours. Um, this is such deep surrender to trust that you are exactly where you are supposed to be right now. There's nowhere else that you need to be right now. There's nothing else that you need to focus on but taking the next step, but feeling the vibration of what you called upon and trusting that, believing in that. If, just like rushing, you could end up hitting walls up ahead, right? Um, but also, if you get scared, which we all do, but if you let that fear get big enough that you hesitate, and you hesitate long enough, this is what's going to happen. Everything that you have passed, everything that you walked through, everything that you conquered, everything that you accomplished, everything that you said goodbye to, you closed the door, you said, I went through this level already. I got everything that I could possibly get out of this level. I'm super done. I'm over it. I'm ready. I'm taking the steps. I have walked into the next level. Next level initiated. Okay. If you get super, super, super scared and afraid, this vehicle that is has momentum because you've held the vibration for it, that's charging it, that's motivating it, it's keeping it going, it's propelling forward. And if you stop while everything else is going forward, that's like, that's a fall. It's like a crumbling fall, because everything that was behind you has no foundation. These are tower moments, right? The foundation cannot hold you up because everything's been dissolving. Everything has been breaking down. You can't fit in this space. However, every choice you make, every choice you make is always going to be the right choice. So if you get afraid and you hesitate, divine will always validate how you are feeling. Divine will always be there with you every step of the way and will always validate how you feel, what you believe. So if you are stuck in the fear, which means you're holding vibrations that is the truth, that is your reality, divine will reconstruct a realm of presence of you right now to match that fear, to match what you believe could happen, what you're afraid is going to happen. That stuck place that you were in before, you're going to be like, oh man, I thought I got out of this room. And you're back in it, and you are like looking for the open windows, looking for the open doors. And now you have to be exactly where you are right there because there's some rock, there's something you didn't turn over, or just letting go of the fear. You have to shift the vibration so that you are giving new instructions to divine to show up for you and validate these new feelings. Otherwise, you're just going to be continuously creating the same level over and over and over again. It may look different, there may be different players in there, but you're going through the same ish. Okay. So, divine has really nurtured you through all that stuff you've been through so that you're ready to take the steps without seeing what's ahead of you while still holding the vibration, while trusting. Oh, it's time for me to rest. Okay, I'm going to let myself rest right now. Resting can look like genuine stillness. It can look like sleep. It can look like going and doing something playful and fun. It can look like something physically rejuvenating, like spa stuff, massages, skincare, getting your hair done, nails, feet, whatever. TLC, anything that kind of takes you out of that work mode, gotta do mode, and rejuvenates your system, rejuvenates your perspective, lifts your vibration, brings in more gratitude, more appreciation. Sometimes when you're in this and you're doing like the spiritual work of it on top of doing the live action living life reality aspect, um it becomes really, really taxing. And it's like, okay, when I say rest today, I mean, I want you to go out and play. I want you to just go do something fun because you have been so focused on fixing and changing and becoming and going and growing and all this stuff. And I just need you to play. Whatever play looks like for you, go do that. Go have some fun. Go get zhuzhed up. Go feel good again. Because when you're so focused on the fixing, so focused on the working, so focused on the healing, so focused on the becoming, then your energy and your attitude becomes like, this is work. This is hard. This is very challenging. This has been a lot of challenge. And then see the direction of the thoughts as they add up, the vibration and tone shifts your energy. And so you think you're momentously building and going in this direction that you want to be going. And the more your energy shifts, the more you start to veer off course in like a less desirable way. And you make it harder, you make it longer. Sometimes slowing down, not even sometimes, when it's rightly appropriate for you to slow down, like it's just because you need it, because it's needed. And divine didn't have to make you sick for you to know that you need to rest. Okay? Because if divine has to make you sick so that you can rest, you haven't rested, you're healing, and then you need to rest after the healing, which means you have to stop even longer, which means it takes even longer to get wherever you're going. So when it's time to rest, rest. When it's time to run, run like the wind. When it's time to just go slow, one step at a time. Listen to that feeling, check in, pay attention to what's happening around you. Are a lot of things coming up that are mildly redirecting your attention? Slow down, take care of it, Don't get stuck on it. Just take care of it and take care of the other thing and then come center focus. Next step. Okay, I did a whole bunch right back there. Rest. So that's the purpose of this moment that you're in. There's, I don't even want to say that it's a lot of potential. It's more than just potential. Um, it's, it's your wish fulfillment. It's what's promised. You're gonna get there. It's gonna happen no matter what. However, the ease of which it can unfold, the swiftness to which you can arrive into living that existence and that experience heavily relies on your surrender to the divine, heavily relies on walking in faith, heavily relies on you keeping your hand out of all the other pots and stuff and trying to do all the things that wasn't your assignment. Your assignment was to be you today. Your assignment was to shine. Your assignment was to feel your feelings today, whether they're good, whether they feel good or they feel not so good. Your assignment is to honor who you are. That's always your assignment. And when you take a step or a couple of steps forward into what you want to do, like me doing this right now is taking some big steps, some big ass steps, excuse my language, but it's taking big steps for me to step into this, to show up, to put this out here, to record it and put this out here and let it take the time that it's taking, because I'm feeling about it being 21 minutes. But you know what? This is where we're at, or 22 minutes. This is where we're at. And it's important for me to honor this. This is what's coming through right now. Um, yeah, be where you are, be who you are. Take time to celebrate where you are right now. Be grateful for everything that's there. Divine is making sure that every single step of the way, you always have exactly what you need for your right now moment and the step that is coming. Everything's preparing you for the next step and the next step. And sometimes it's going to be a leap off a cliff. And you're like literally being asked to fly, to soar, not literally, but you're being challenged to fly and soar in the dark. And you have to trust that divine is the wind beneath your wings, that you are being carried forth to sense and feel and connect with the shifts around you, the shifts within you, so that you're acclimating and that you're going to be okay in the state of flying blind. Um, Honor this. Take it in. I'm pretty sure it already hit home like a long time ago, like from the jump. I'm pretty sure you already got it. But this is where you're at. This is why things are happening the way that they're happening around you right now. You are um really practicing this new version of yourself. Um, you're really putting it to the test. You're really growing this new version of yourself right now while you don't see everything that's going around, that you don't have control of everything that's ahead of you. But you do have control over your faith. You do have control over leaning into divine, calling on divine. Speaking of which, here's a message inside of a message. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Divine has asked you on many occasions, has been like, hey, baby. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, my love. My little darling. My sweet child. Is that too heavy for you? Are you carrying around too much? Are you trying to do too much? Are you supremely overwhelmed right now? Why won't you recognize that my hands are always open for you? My hands are always open for you. All you have to do is give it over. All you have to do is surrender it to me. Let me take some of what's on your plate. Let me handle that for you. You don't even have to focus on it once you put it in my hands. Just completely trust that I'm taking care of it, that I'm creating a solution, that I am resolving it, and focus on the other stuff that you can handle, that you can do right now, and trust. And that's different from like turning a blind eye to problems that are going on in your life. It's accepting that it's there, it's recognizing your capacity to do anything about it, um, from where you're standing right now. But then it's taking the next step by accepting that where you are right now and taking care of the things that you can take care of is is those steps that you're taking, while all the blocks that you can't see all of them, you can't touch all of them, you can't control all of them, are shifting and moving, and divine is just bringing it right, the solution right up, or it's breaking something down and clearing it right out for you. It will all cohesively work together to create the new reality, because where you're standing right now, you a month ago, you a year ago, you 5 years ago would be like, wait, what? That didn't exist before. I didn't exist like that before. You co-created who you are right now with divine. You co-created where you are right now with divine. And right now you are just in like masterclass level of practicing it, living it actively, consistently, rapidly. It is a constant experience. Surrender, my loves. Surrender. And Thank you so much for sticking around for this video, which was really long. But it was necessary. So I'll get this out there and hope that it meets you well. Much love to you. Bye.